April 22, 2025, Pahalgam, Kashmir, a place known for its breathtaking beauty, a haven for tourists, became a scene of unimaginable horror. On that fateful day, a group of terrorists attacked innocent civilians, shattering the peace and leaving a trail of death and despair. 26 lives were brutally cut short, their families forever scarred by the tragedy. India watched in shock and disbelief as the news unfolded. The images of the attack seared into our collective memory. The attack in Pahalgam was not just another statistic in the long and bloody conflict that has plagued Kashmir for decades. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerability of innocent lives, the ease with which violence can shatter even the most idyllic settings. The attack sent shockwaves across India and the world, raising urgent questions about security, peace, and the human cost of conflict. As the nation grappled with the aftermath of the attack, there was a collective sense of grief, anger, and a steely resolve to bring the perpetrators to justice. The Pahalgam attack was a grim reminder that the path to peace in Kashmir remains long and arduous, paved with the tears of countless victims. The stories of those who lost their lives, those who survived, and those who fought bravely to save others, serve as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. This essay is a tribute to them, a call for justice and a plea for peace. The picturesque Baisaran Valley, nestled amidst the towering pines of Pahalgam, was bustling with tourists on that fateful morning. Families were enjoying pony rides, couples were taking selfies against the backdrop of snow-capped mountains, and a group of friends were excitedly queuing up for the zip line. Little did they know that death lurked in the shadows, waiting to strike. At approximately 11:15 a.m., the tranquility of the valley was shattered by the deafening sound of gunfire. 5 heavily armed terrorists, their faces hidden behind black masks, emerged from the dense forest surrounding the tourist spot. They were armed with AK-47 rifles, grenades, and a chilling determination to kill. The terrorists opened fire indiscriminately, spraying bullets into the crowd. Panic erupted as tourists screamed and ran for cover. The serene valley transformed into a scene of chaos and bloodshed. The attackers mercilessly targeted men, particularly those who appeared to be Hindu, while sparing women and children. Tourists scrambled for cover, hiding behind trees, rocks, and whatever little protection they could find. The air was thick with the smell of gunpowder and the terrified screams of the injured. One witness described the scene as a nightmare come true, while another spoke of the deafening silence that followed the initial burst of gunfire, a silence punctuated only by the moans of the injured. The terrorists responsible for the Pahalgam attack were not random actors. They were members of the Resistance Front, or TRF, a militant group operating in Kashmir. Their meticulously planned operation was a calculated assault on India's attempt to bring normalcy back to the troubled region. The terrorists had trekked for over 22 hours through dense forests from Kokernag to reach the remote Baisaran Valley. This demonstrated a high level of planning, logistical support, and a chilling disregard for human life. Their target was no accident either. By targeting tourists, they aimed to cripple Kashmir's resurgent tourism industry, a vital source of income for the local population. The attack was also intended to send a message to the international community. By targeting foreign nationals, the terrorists sought to portray Kashmir as an unstable and dangerous region, thereby undermining India's efforts to attract foreign investment and tourism. The TRF claimed responsibility for the attack, citing their opposition to the Indian government's decision to revoke Article 370, which had granted special status to Jammu and Kashmir. The attack exposed the vulnerability of soft targets and the challenges faced by security forces in a region where militancy had been on the rise. It also highlighted the complex web of geopolitics, ideology, and local grievances that fuel the conflict in Kashmir. As the sound of gunfire echoed through the valley, security forces stationed nearby sprang into action. Within minutes, a joint operation involving the Indian Army, Jammu and Kashmir Police, and the National Investigation Agency was underway. The area was swiftly cordoned off, and special forces were airlifted to the site. Helicopters buzzed overhead, evacuating the injured to hospitals in Srinagar, while ponies were used to navigate the treacherous terrain. Medical teams worked tirelessly to save lives, and blood donation camps were set up across the valley. The government announced a compensation of 10 lakh rupees for the families of the deceased, 2 lakh rupees for those who were severely injured, and 1 lakh rupee for those with minor injuries. A 24/7 helpline was established to assist the families of victims and provide information about the injured. Tourist services were immediately suspended in over half of Kashmir, and major Indian cities went on high alert. Security was tightened at airports, railway stations, and other public places. The swift response from security forces and the government's immediate actions demonstrated their commitment to ensuring the safety and security of citizens and tourists alike.